Andy, I know you've never been happier than when you're sitting by a warm fire, snuggled up in a flannel and basking in the glow of an old-school budget spreadsheet.
It is a special day I can shut down the world for a little me time.
In a world full of applications, why do these antiquated documents and spreadsheets still run the world? And why haven't they been updated in over 50 years? That's why we want to talk about Coda.
Coda is a new kind of doc that brings words, data, and teams together. It comes with a set of building blocks that anyone can combine to create a doc as powerful as an app.
Coda runs our entire business here at True Story FM, from show scheduling across dozens of podcasts and scripts for thousands of episodes, to budgets and plans and wikis and more.
Coda lets us see our business in a new light. If you'd like to shine a light on productivity in your business and save money along the way, check out Coda today at thenextreel.com/Coda. It's hard to believe that we've been having in-depth weekly conversations about movies since 2011.
So many great conversations over the years about so many great movies. All that said, producing this show week after week requires a ton of work behind the scenes.
Becoming a Next Reel member gives you access to all sorts of additional and exclusive content. Plus, you're helping us keep the lights on. Just head to thenextreel.com/membership, where you can learn more about becoming a member, which costs a measly $5 a month, practically the same as one fancy coffee drink. And you get so much more.
Every month, we record a bonus episode exclusively for members. Those episodes cover movies from whatever series we're covering at the moment, or add to previous series.
Some movies we've covered that only members get to hear us discuss include The Blues Brothers,
The Russia House,
Naked Lunch,
Independence Day,
The Hot Rock,
and Relic, the better one. Plus, members get to vote on what we're going to discuss for those episodes.
We also record additional pre- and post-show content in regular episodes that only members get to hear.
Like conversations about similarly themed movies.
And answering listener questions from our live member chat.
Speaking of our live member chat, we record almost all of our episodes in Discord, where members can chat right along with us live.
Members get access to other members-only channels in our Discord community as well. On top of all that, members get all episodes a full week earlier than everyone else in a private Next Reel feed just for them that includes all the shows in the Next Reel family. The Next Reel, the Film Board,
movies we like, Sitting in the Dark, and more new projects on the way.
To top it all off, members don't have to listen to ads. We've already eliminated those annoying, dynamically inserted ads that, let's face it, we all hated.
We are listening to you.
We love podcasting for a living, and those ads help to pay the bills. Now, we're counting on you, dear listener.
We promise we aren't going back to those terrible, dynamically inserted ads that don't relate to us at all. All we ask is that you consider supporting the Next Reel family of podcasts with a membership.
Again, it's $5 per month or $55 per year. Just head to thenextreel.com/membership.
thenextreel.com/membership. Get your access to early, ad-free episodes with bonus content, member bonus episodes, and access to member channels and live streams in Discord by signing up today.
Hello, friends. It's Tommy Handsome here from the Next Reel's Film Board Gang of Thugs, and I'd like to welcome you to the first TNR short of No, Wait, Hear Me Out. No, Wait, Hear Me Out highlights some of the overlooked pieces of cinema that, in my opinion, deserve a second chance. It's going to work like this. I'll be all like, check this out. And you'll be all like, what? That's whack. And I'll be all like, no one says whack anymore, home slice. And you'll be all like, nobody says home slice anymore, home slice. And I'll be like, you just said it twice in one sentence. And then I'll look over at my dog and he'll say, this bit is going on a little bit too long. And then I'll realize that I've had too much wine. Okay, so, for my first episode, I'd like to discuss the, in my opinion, underrated 2001 film, Josie and the Pussycats, a film starring Rachael Leigh Cook and Reid that is a clearly underrated... Whoa! Hear me out! I can hear all of you starting to click over to WTF right now. Guess what? Mark Maron doesn't need any more listeners. He's just angry and talks about cats. Give me a chance.
I'll get around to watching it.
Okay, I get it. Josie and the Pussycats. Hard sell. Let's get into it.
Thank you, guys. You're a great crowd.
Okay, girls, we need the lane now. And your shoes.
First, some quick backstory about the film. Backstory! Backstory! It's like now, but instead from before! Way back in 2001, MGM and Universal Pictures released the film Josie and the Pussycats. The lead singer Josie was played by my future girlfriend Rachael Leigh Cook, and her bandmates included my future girlfriend Rosario Dawson, and a perfectly cast Tara Reid as the ditzy drummer, whatever her name was.
Oh my God. Melody's gonna cry.
Who are Josie and the Pussycats? In case you're not as old as me, they were somewhat minor side characters in the 1970s long-lasting Archie Comics universe. Don't know what that is, younger listeners? Fair enough. From now on, whenever I use an older reference that you don't recognize, just pretend that I said something like hoverboards, and keep listening. Josie Magoo was released, and it was a certified box office bomb. With a reported budget of $39 million, it grossed less than 15 of said millions. And it also largely bombed with critics, holding a 53% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with certain critics using phrases like too dumb and pedestrian and sticks are amazing. Have you seen Sticks? I pooped twice today. Oh, nope, sorry, that's my dog Foster. He wrote that last part. Bad Foster, no! So, fair enough. The case against this film is clear. I've told you the movie was a box office failure and was reviled by most critics. And it's about Josie and the Pussycats, the also-rans of a comic book series that is the equivalent of making a feature film about Orko from He-Man.
Today, He-Man was forced to play a dangerous game by the Game Master.
Younger listeners, pretend I just said something like Yak Yak or Snapchat. Why should you hear me out? Because podcasties, and yes, that's your new nickname, and I hope you love it, Josie and the Pussycats is surprisingly awesome and has the Tommy Handsome seal of approval. And here's why you should hear me out. Hear me out! Use those ear holes, but also your mind. I might have to work on that one. Mitigating factor number 1. Josie and the Pussycats was written and directed by the team of Harry Elfont and Deborah Kaplan. Who are they? Well, they also wrote and directed the underrated cult classic teen film Can't Hardly Wait in 1998. Mitigating factor number 2. The director of photography was none other than Matthew Libatique, whose DP work, which I think is amazing, always, can be seen in films like Requiem for a Dream, Black Swan, and Straight Outta Compton. Need a bit more Josie and the Pussycats cred? Alan Cummings and Parker Posey are also perfectly cast in hilarious roles as, well, I honestly don't want to spoil the fun and surprises, but the film involves a smart and deeply tongue-in-cheek satire of consumerism and the corporations desperately trying to predict and control what tweens and teens are willing to spend their money on through the creation of boy bands and the inclusion of merchandising to every facet of life. I know that seems like a weird thing to say, that is what Josie and the Pussycats is about. You will be surprised. A running joke throughout the film is the rampant and sometimes nonsensical amount of product placement. But don't be turned off by that. The filmmakers put these logos throughout their film to help make their satirical point hit its mark. They received no money from any of the companies listed throughout the film. Also, like many teen films, Josie Magoo deals with the fleeting importance of what it means to be popular versus the real importance of long-lasting friendship in the face of both fame and adversity. But it does so with gratifyingly over-the-top plot progressions, reminiscent of films like Michael Lemon's 1988 film Heathers. By adding such high stakes, the writers are able to present such everyday teen problems on the actual epic scale that teens feel about them emotionally every day. And past the smarty stuff, the film looks amazing and is filmed with surprisingly catchy pop songs. I hum them a lot. It's alarming. Bad Foster! DP's Matthew Libatique's chops in music videos makes the musical segments shine with believable verisimilitude. Keep this part in. I'm so fancy. And the other actors, including the always funny Missy Pyle and the always interesting Paolo Costanzo, don't care for that name, but I like the actor, help round out what is a well-acted, well-made comedy. So, there you have it, jerks. I've thrown myself on the film opinion pyre in the hopes that this film can better rise from its ashes from my own sacrifice. Almost everyone I've ever asked about this film said they, quote, heard it was terrible, but couldn't name a person who had actually seen it. Well, I did. For you. So let's nip this nonsense in the bud and give the film a second chance by watching it yourself. And if you love it, you're welcome. And if you hate it, this was my dog's idea. Bad Foster! Ugh, he's the worst. Alright, I'm Tommy Handsome, and thanks for listening to No, wait, hear me out! Short. Past that, fellow podcasties, I'll see you next time on the next Reel Film Board. And always remember, a train can't undress a boy, and I couldn't stop loving you if I tried. Thanks, guys. Goodbye forever.
Spin around. I made you a rock star. Tell me you don't love that. Forget it. You know, I never liked you. No matter what happens, we will always be friends first. Were you gonna kill me with the guitar? You messed with the wrong Pussycat.
My bad. Josie and the Pussycats.
I love the conversations that so many of our hosts have had on their shows. Stephen JJ on Trailer Rewind, Ray and Ocean on Silver Linings, even Tommy's short-lived Wait, Hear Me Out.
So many listeners want to make sure they've watched the movie before tuning in to any discussion on our podcasts. Well, you know, the best way to watch the movie is to look it up on our watch page.
Our watch page lists all the movies that we have discussed on all the shows from the Next Reel's family of podcasts, including the one you're listening to right now. It's your one-stop shop for Apple and Amazon links where you can rent or buy the movie.
Trailer Rewind movies like Raw,
The Nice Guys,
The Peanut Butter Falcon,
or Free Fire.
No, wait, hear me out movies like Josie and the Pussycats or Return of the Living Dead.
Or Silver Linings movies like Repo Men, Daredevil, and The Wolfman.
Plus, by using those links to rent or purchase movies, Apple and Amazon will show us a little bit of love, which allows you to support our family of shows with minimal effort.
It's a great way to support the show and find something to watch.
That's right. Head over to thenextreel.com/watch to pick out your next movie and start watching today.